Hello and welcome to study Cayley-Hamilton theorem. In this video, we will be learning to state Cayley-Hamilton theorem, find matrix inverse using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and express a to the power n as a linear polynomial of lower powers of matrix A. The Cayley-Hamilton theorem states that every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. Consider a matrix A, which is a 2 by 2 matrix. So this is a square matrix of order 2, for which the characteristic equation, that is determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0, will be written as lambda square minus 5 lambda minus 2 equal to 0. Here we replace lambda by matrix A in left hand side of equation 1. So left hand side of equation 1 becomes A square minus 5A minus 2I, where I is the identity matrix of order same as that of matrix A. So here identity matrix of order 2. Solving, you get a null matrix that is equal to 0, which is the right hand side of equation 1. Thus, Cayley-Hamilton theorem states that in the characteristic equation, in left hand side, if lambda is replaced by the given matrix, the right hand side comes out to be 0. The theorem was first proved by Hamilton for a 4 by 4 real and 2 by 2 complex matrices. 5 years hence then, Cayley stated it for 3 by 3 matrix and published a proof for 2 by 2 matrix. Thus the theorem was named after the mathematicians Arthur Cayley and William Rowan Hamilton. Let us now take an example of Cayley-Hamilton theorem. In this example, we will verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem and find inverse for the given matrix. We'll start again with the characteristic equation. Determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. For the given matrix, subtracting lambda from the diagonal elements and taking determinant equal to 0 gives the characteristic equation. Solving the characteristic equation by the method lambda cube minus sum of the diagonal elements. Here for A, the diagonal elements are 1 plus 1 plus 1. Then plus sum of the minors of the diagonal element. So for the diagonal element 1 over here, the minor is 1, 2, 2, 1. That is 1 minus 4 minus 3. For the diagonal element 1, the minor is 1, 4, 4, 1. So determinant of it is 1 minus 16, that is minus 15. For this diagonal element 1, the minor is 1, 2, 2, 1 again. So it is 1 minus 4 minus 3 again. Solving this, we get the equation as lambda cube minus 3 lambda square minus 21 lambda minus 9 equal to 0. Now when it comes to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we replace lambda by matrix A in the left hand side of equation 1, so that we get the left hand side as A cube minus 3A square minus 21A minus 9I. For this equation, we calculate A square, we calculate A cube. This can be also done with the calculator. Substituting all these values in equation 2, that is values of A cube, A square, A, and the identity matrix in this particular case will be of order 3, we get this expression. Solving this, we get the matrix, that is a null matrix containing all the elements as 0, and that is equal to the right hand side of equation 2. So here we have verified Cayley-Hamilton theorem, wherein we are getting a cube minus 3a square minus 21a minus 9i equal to 0. Thus, we say that Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified. Next, to find A inverse, we have used equation 3 and we will operate A inverse on both sides of equation 3. We'll get a cube into A inverse minus 3a square into A inverse minus 21a into A inverse minus 9i into A inverse. Operating A inverse with 0 on the right hand side gives you 0. Solving this, a cube into A inverse will be a square into A inverse will be a into A inverse will be I, and I into A inverse will be A inverse. So this is the expression. Now from this we are going to find out A inverse. So keeping A inverse on one side and taking all the remaining elements on the other side, we get this expression. Substituting the values of A square, A and the identity matrix, we find A inverse like this. So we are getting here A inverse equal to 1 by 3 times the matrix minus 1 2 0 2 minus 5 2 0 2 minus 1. So in this way we get A inverse using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. In the next example, for the given matrix A, we'll be finding the matrices represented by these two expressions. So first of all, again starting with the characteristic equation, determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0. Writing the characteristic equation for the given matrix A, that is subtracting lambda from the diagonal elements and writing its determinant. Solving this to get the characteristic equation. So lambda cube into sum of diagonal elements, that is 2 1 2, then sum of the minors of the diagonal elements. So minor for 2 is 1 0 1 2, so it is 2 minus 0, that is 2. Minor for this 1 is 2 1 1 2, so that is 4 minus 1 3. Minor for this 2 is 2 1 0 1, so it is 2 minus 0 again 2, and here we are writing the determinant of the matrix A, that is 3. Solving this further, we get this expression lambda cube minus 5 lambda square plus 7 lambda minus 3 equal to 0. Now by Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we replace lambda by A in equation 1 and we get this particular expression. Now we will use this expression to solve the polynomial. So in this polynomial, a4 minus 5a cube plus 8a square minus 2a plus I, we can find a common, so that we have a into a cube, then minus 5 times a into a square. Out of this, according to the expression 2, we have taken 7a square, so 1a square is left over here. Then we have taken minus 3a, so here plus a is left and plus I is left, so this is added over. So if we solve this expression, we will get a to the power 4 minus 5a cube plus 8a square minus 2a plus I. What we have done is we have taken a common and we have put in bracket this particular expression. So this is a into a cube, a to the power 4 minus 5a square into a minus 5a cube. Here is the adjustment 7a square and plus this a square is 8a square minus 3a plus this a is minus 2a and plus I is taken as it is. Now this term in the bracket by equation 2 is 0 and what is left is a square plus a plus I. Now the given characteristic equation for the given polynomial is of higher power than a square, and therefore we have this expression as a square plus a plus I. We cannot reduce it further. And now to get the matrix for this expression, we substitute the values of a square plus a plus I, and finally we get the polynomial in the form of matrix as 8 5 5 0 3 0 5 5 8. Now for the other expression, again using the characteristic equation by Cayley-Hamilton theorem for the matrix A, we take the terms of a to the power 8 minus 5a to the power 7 plus 7a to the power 6 minus 3a to the power 5 together, and you can clearly observe that the coefficients are similar to that of equation 2, and hence we can have here a to the power 5 common. In bracket we have a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3i. Remaining terms after a to the power 4 we write it as it is. Now the term in bracket is 0 by equation 2, and for the expression a to the power 4 minus 5a cube plus 8a square minus 2a, we adjust it as taking a common, a cube minus 5a square plus 7a square, so 1a square is left over here, minus 3a, so 1a is again left over here, so we have remaining as a square plus a plus 1. So we are getting the similar expression as in the previous one. Again the term in the bracket becomes 0, and our expression is left as a square plus a plus I. Solving this, again we will get the same polynomial for this expression. So the matrix of the polynomial also remains the same. Another example, here we have considered a 2 by 2 matrix, and for this matrix we are going to find inverse and express a to the power 5 minus 4a to the power 4 minus 7a cube plus 11a square minus a minus 10i as a linear polynomial in A. So again starting with the characteristic equation, writing the characteristic equation for the 2 by 2 polynomial, it will be lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 5 equal to 0. Replacing lambda by a in the left hand side of equation 1, because we are verifying Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we'll write left hand side first of all, a square minus 4a minus 5i. Here identity matrix will be of order 2. Substituting a square, a and I in equation 2, we get the right hand side as a null matrix, and that is equal to 0. Thus here the Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified for the 2 by 2 matrix. Now for the expression a square minus 4a plus 5i equal to 0, we will find inverse. So applying a inverse, now here in this case I have applied a inverse from left hand side, so this is also possible. A inverse into a square minus 4a inverse into a minus 5a inverse into I equal to 0. So a square into a inverse is a into a inverse becomes I, and this remains a inverse. So keeping a inverse on one side and shifting the remaining terms on right hand side here, we can express a inverse as 1 by 5 times a minus 4i, and therefore substituting the matrix A and the matrix I, that is identity matrix of order 2, we get this as A inverse. Now for this polynomial, we have taken a cube common. So what is left in the expression is a square minus 4a, and from here, since here it is minus 5i, here we have picked minus 5. What is left is minus 2a cube will be left. This is minus 5a cube, minus 2a cube will be left, and therefore we get here minus 2a cube plus 11a square minus a minus 10i. Expression in the bracket is 0 from equation 3, and therefore here we have substituted 0. Now from here we are taking minus 2a common, and what is left is a square. Now we want here 4 into 2, 8a square. So from here we have picked 8a square, so what is left is 3a square. Here it is minus 2a into minus 5i, that is minus 10i. So we have picked this minus 10i as it is. So what we are doing, from minus 2a cube we have taken 2a common, and we are in bracket a square minus 4a minus 5i, and we have adjusted it over here. This is minus 2a into minus 4a plus 8a square. Out of this plus 8a square is here, so remaining is 3a square. Then minus 2a into minus 5i is minus 10a. So minus 10a is picked up from here. So remaining is 1. This is plus 10a. Remaining is 1. So here we have accommodated minus 11a, and we have kept this minus 10i as it is. So now again the term in the bracket over here is 0, and we are left with 3a square minus 11a minus 10i, and out of this now again 3 we have taken common, so that we are left here with a square. From this 11a we have here 3 into minus 4, that is minus 12. So from minus 11a 1a is left, minus 12a plus a is minus 11a over here, and minus 5i into 3 is minus 15. So minus 15 plus 5 will be minus 10 over here. So this is all adjustments to be done, so that we bring in bracket the term left hand side of the characteristic equation, so that the given expression can be reduced into a linear form. So here what we are left with is a plus 5i, and this is a linear polynomial in a. So this is what was expected to express the given polynomial into the linear form. So what is the working method when we are using Cayley-Hamilton theorem? The very first step, we write the characteristic equation. In that characteristic equation we replace lambda by a. Then to find, we use that characteristic equation in the form of a to find inverse of the given matrix, and also we can reduce the higher polynomials into the linear polynomials of a. So in this video we have learned to apply Cayley-Hamilton theorem to the given matrix, verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem for the given matrix, find the inverse of the matrix using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and express higher powers of matrix A in the form of linear polynomial in A. Thank you. Hope this video will be useful to you all.